Good morning and welcome to another Friday reading vlog. But Lauren, you're saying you're not in bed on this Friday reading vlog. Well, that's because I'm off to get my hair done pretty early-ish on this Friday. It's quite a big job, guys. We're having all of this chopped off and I'm hoping to have it dyed ginger. It's been a long time since I've had any sort of colours in my hair and I'm getting a bit fed up with the length of it. I grew it long so that when it came to the wedding, because I was wearing my big thingy crown, I thought, well, if I have that done, if I've got long hair, then that's one less thing to worry about rather than trying to tease it into the right hairstyle on the day. So it was always the plan to have a big sort of like hair change after the wedding. And that's where we are today. So going for a big lop off. So going there, I think it's going to be quite a few hours. So once I've had my hair done, I'll come back and I'll do all the normal things that I do on the morning.
I'm getting my haircut as well.
David's getting his haircut as well. I've got such bad period pains as well. It's really like, ones. Like every time I think, oh, it's not too bad, then it just goes for it again. So yeah, so I'll come back and do all of those things. The only thing I did want to say is that I'm going to take with me 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, because I've only got about 50 pages of this left. And there's every chance I could have that finished whilst I'm at the hairdresser's. But yeah, I guess we go and get this done. I'm so excited for it to go and be gone. Be gone! I hope it's the dream sort of Jerry Halliwell Spice Girls red with the streaks at the front that I hope it's going to be. I suppose the next time you see me, I'll have my hair done. Hopefully I'm not in bits because I hate it. Hopefully I'm elated because I love it. Let's go and see how she enjoys it. Go on. Oh, I'm nervous. Go on. Are you ready for the big reveal? It's so weird. I'm absolutely elated with it. Like, she couldn't have got this any closer to what I wanted. I love the sort of Jerry Halliwell-ness of the colour. I wanted it cut short because I'd grown it long. I haven't really had long hair for a long time. I grew it long for the wedding. I'm absolutely delighted with it. Look at it. It's so good, isn't it? David, do you want to come and show your new hair?
Yeah, go on then.
Come on, David's had his haircut. We've both had new hair today. David looks very cute. You look very cool and trendy today. And there's David with his new hair. We've both got new hair to celebrate. David's things that are happening in this reading vlog. First of all, the new hair. That's the big reveal, isn't it? David's Stitch Fix is coming today. I feel like I'm more excited about your Stitch Fix than you are. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I think you're stealing yourself for disappointment.
Apprehensive.
Apprehensive. Oh, you need to go and have a little brush and piss all this fluff off you.
Let's shower tomorrow.
I've got my jumper on that I got in my Stitch Fix last week, but that I had to send back because it had a pull in it. It arrived on Wednesday. I'm really pleased with it. Feel how nice and soft it is.
It is a lovely soft jumper. I know I'm getting a jumper. I hope it's as nice as that.
What do you want, Minnie? There's no need to shout.
She's directing.
Anyway, let's start this reading vlog as we normally do. And I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. David, do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, I'll have a cup of tea, please.
Yeah, to really think about it. He's never normally has to think about it. Right, let's go. Come on, go make a cup of tea with me. Oh, God, I'm so hungry. All I've had today is biscuits. But we're going to be having lunch soon, so you can't really have anything. Sorry? I'm going to have the grated cheese and mango chutney toasty. Because that's my favourite thing. Excuse me. Excuse me. The Eleanor Bowman mugs, they're paying for themselves. And also, every time, I can't stop looking at my hair. Every time I use one of these mugs, well, this mug, because this is my mug, it makes me so happy. Amazing that mugs really do have the power to do that. What do you do, Minnie? Because of the late nature of today, I think this is only going to be... Oh no, it's not. I was wrong. It hasn't been empty. Do you know what? I'll eat these tomatoes. Oh, water. Every time I put something in that cupboard, I always hope you can't see into it because the absolute state of it in there, it's mad. Ooh, tripped over. Right. How long do you let your tea stew for, if you don't mind me asking? Long time? Let's let mine stew for a little longer than David's. Take this to David. Let's go sit down. Nice bit of light. God, Minnie is absolutely gagging. Oh, don't know if I can sit here. Absolutely gagging to get on my lap. Yes, you can now. You've got wet on you. I don't know why I've sat down here because I've got to go and get the books. However, I said I'd be taking 7 days in June to the hairdressers and I'll probably be finishing it off there. I didn't even get it out of my bag, so I have got that to read. Yeah, let's go over and get the books. Let's go over. Oh, there's a new TBR on it, isn't there? This is new. So as I said, 7 days in June, that was already in my backpack by Tia Williams. We'll talk about that in momentarily. That's going to be finished today. So what do I want to start on? I mean, I am tempted by both of these because they're quite thin. So either Crossing the Mangrove by Maurice Condé or Tale of the Bluebird by Ni Ayikwe Parks. I also have tucked away back here, but I can't even get them out. 3 books from the library that I really want to start. They're tucked tight. Babel, The Library of the Dead, and Woman Eating, which obviously I'm excited about all of those, but I think maybe one of these two. Shall I take both? And then I can maybe do like a first chapter thing once I finish the other one. Right, okay. In that case, let's move some of these forward. There we go, that gives us a bit more room back there. Right, okay, and then also, obviously, we need... Oh no, my cards have slipped down. My Lit Chat cards, a poem for every win today, and my reading challenge, which is buried deep. Oh lordy. Oh, it's all happening. Oh lordy.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm just dropping everything. My reading challenge. Let's go over there before she ruins anything else. I hate to do this, but I think... Oh no, look, you'll just have to put up with the light. The light's so nice that you don't mind just talking to me while this light's on me for a bit, do you? Right, okay, so... a bit later starting the reading vlog than usual, 12:30. Not as late as I thought it was going to be though. She's up a bit high. And the plan is thusly. Would like to finish 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Would like to start Crossing the Mangrove or Tale of the Bluebird. Will start one of those because I've only got about 50 pages of 7 Days in June. Then, what do we do next? Well, let's talk about all the reading plans. The challenge in here I want to complete today, I've already had an idea about it. Read a new book that is primarily intended for children. So I noticed that on my Libby, audiobook's come in that is primarily intended for children, and it's new. It only came out this year. It is called The Book That No One Wanted to Read by Richard Ayoade. Now, narrated by Richard himself, Jarvis Cocker and Lydia Fox, all people I enjoy. Minnie, why are you looking at me so funny? So I think I'm going to listen to that today. That's 50 minutes. That's a children's book out this year. I mean, you can't get any newer than 2023, can you? And that will enable me to open the prize of read a new book that is primarily intended for children. So that's the plan. However, when that is going ahead, I don't just want it to be that I'm just sat there listening. I'm going to do some chores, because I could do with doing some chores. The house needs a hoover. I've just put some washing on. Little spruce up. I do need to change the bed sheets, but I was thinking about doing that tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm going to do that and do some chores. The question for today, Minnie, would you like to pick the question for today? Well, you can't, because you can't read. Is, that sounds a lot like the Royal Mail van. That might be David's Stitch Fix, because that's the other thing, is that I promised you you'd get a David fashion show today. But before the David fashion show comes in, let's answer one of these questions. Middlemarch. Oh. Would you ever write a book? Why? Money, fame, to prove a former English teacher wrong? It's quite a good question. Would you ever write a book? Why? For money, for fame, to prove a former English teacher wrong? That is all about writing a book. So, as always, I will answer that question at the end of the day. If you've got an answer for that question, do leave it down below. I've literally just filmed a video called 23 Questions at the beginning of 2023, and one of those questions was that. So, there may well be some repetition, but we're going to ask David if he'd ever write a book. And if I see anybody else today, might see my sister, I'll ask her if she'd ever write a book. So there we go. So I'm going to sit here now, read my cup of tea, and read a little bit more of 7 Days of June, in June, which I'm really, really enjoying, by the way. It's a steamy romance by Tia Williams. I really like the way it's been told. It's being told 7 days now, and then 7 days that 7 days in June now, and 7 days that happened in June in 2004 about the same couple. And I've really, really, really liked it. Both of them are authors, so there's a lot of like shipping and stuff going on. Both of them write, one of them writes like quite steamy vampire novels, and yeah, there's a lot in here that I've really, really enjoyed. So yeah, it's been very, very entertaining. So I'm going to have a little read of that now, and then I'll check in with you. As I said, I've got about 50 pages left, maybe a little bit more than 50 pages. I'm on 260. Oh yeah, a little bit more, and it finishes on 225, so 65 pages she's got, but she'll definitely get that done today, and that's what she's going to do. Well, great news. Before the chores can start, and I'm always willing to do something before the chores can start, David's Stitch Fix has arrived. So do you want to open it and then do a little fashion show?
Well, we'll see if
5 items, 2 of which he's picked. One felt like a belt. Come over here and show them. Well, one of them was like, oh, it's shoes.
Shoes.
Right, okay. Do you want to hold it? So that's all your info. Okay. Do you want me to get your info out, or do you want me to? Do you want to? You just enjoy it.
All right, thank you.
But be on camera enjoying it.
Okay.
Come around here.
How do I? Can I rip that? So
you lift it up and then look at it on the sideways and see if you like any of that stuff.
Well, I like that jumper.
These are the trousers you picked.
Those are the trousers.
This is what it looks like. So there's 5 items and a pair of shoes.
First.
Okay. You get given all your special stuff in here, David. So this is how much things cost. This is, oh, they're quite nice.
Yeah, do I like them?
They're not normally, and then this is how they would style them.
Okay.
So they're Tom's Travel Light 2.0 canvas trainer, and they're £75. They're not God, they are so light.
Right, aren't they?
They're not ordinarily you.
No, I'm not.
You're not in love with them. You're going to try them on?
No, because I don't think I'm going to keep them either way.
Oh, okay.
Because they're not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
And £75 is a lot of money. Sorry, I forgot. And £75 is a lot of money for something that is not normally something I would wear.
Okay.
Or enjoy.
Cool,
I quite like brighter trainers.
Yeah. If they were
white trainers.
If they were yellow, do you think you'd be more into them?
Yes, definitely so.
So when you send those back, make sure you say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so then the items. Here we go. So the first one is a t-shirt. Oh, it's from All Saints.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
It's a brace tonic crew neck
it feels
t-shirt.
lovely. It's a nice.
Oh, it feels lovely. Oh my god, it does feel lovely. That is £35 for a grey t-shirt. It is lovely though. It feels lovely. Okay, unpack them all. Then you can try on your trousers and try stuff on with them.
Okay.
So that's that. So so both of these things David hadn't picked, but he's.
I picked this jumper.
He picked this jumper, which I
am quite excited about.
Jack and Jones Globe knitted crew neck jumper, which is £35.
Quite see-through, but I would always wear a t-shirt underneath a jumper anyway. How much was this?
£35.
Yeah. See, like I would.
It's like a brown and nice.
I like the fabric because it's not itchy. Because I don't like itchy things, a bit like you. But yeah, if this fits nice, I will definitely keep this one.
Okay,
I quite like
put that on there. Then we've got an A-frame shirt.
Now with a shirt, I normally wear it. Yeah, it is quite nice, isn't it?
This is made by A-frame. It's £46 and that's in XXL.
That is
I don't fit. Looking at it, it doesn't look super special for £46.
No, that's true. Yeah, I like
again.
again.
Try it on.
I like the fabric.
And that will go nice with this t-shirt.
Yeah.
Have they styled them together? No, but that would go nice with that t-shirt. And then lastly, a pair of trousers. You've got a good range of stuff. The trousers are from Marvy. They're Johnny Slim Chinos and they're £68.
Already.
They look too long.
They are too long.
This might not be a success.
I don't think. I mean,
they're nice though.
If
they're
they
nice
fit,
stretch.
I'll send them back and say I want a short leg.
Yeah,
because I don't actually think I stated that I'm short
in the leg.
Yeah, so I think they just put, because obviously having an XXL, they probably think I'm a tall boy.
Yeah, he's not a tall boy.
So that's why they've done that. So that's not. Yeah, that's my. But I like them.
Yeah, they're nice and they've got a nice stretch to them.
Yeah, and I like stretchy ones because
they'll go lovely with this jumper as well.
So I think I'll.
Should we have a little fashion show?
Yeah, I'll just put it on right here.
Okay. Single man, reveal yourself. He's not a single man. Keep going back. He loves the trousers.
Love the trousers, so I'm gonna
go back so that people can see how long they are.
You might have to.
You can't.
No.
Stand on this so people can see. They're like literal. I'm gonna zoom in. Yeah. Look how long they are.
They always cover my feet.
But they are nice. Do you know that combo is very nice together? The shirt.
It is a lovely combo.
The t-shirt's too small.
Yeah, it's way too short. Small. It's an XXL, but it's a tight fitting XXL.
The grey, it feels so nice.
It does feel really nice, but yeah, like 35 quid, that's a lot for a t-shirt.
Yeah, and
whereas I normally.
Oh my god, it's so soft.
Because like this is one of my favourite looks, just like a flannel shirt. But again, like how much is a flannel shirt?
46.
Yeah, like.
I don't think it's special enough.
Yeah, I think this.
David doesn't spend that much on clothes.
So these two are like over 80 quid, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's nice, and I really like the feel of the t-shirt, but
such a shame about the t-shirt because it does feel lovely, and the colour is such a nice grey on you.
But I can just quickly try.
He's going to try the jumper.
I'm feeling quite hopeful for the jumper because
normally when I wear. Send these back and get a longer.
Look at this t-shirt. Am I going to do what? Sorry.
You're going to send the trousers back and get a smaller pair.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I really like the trousers. The trousers are lovely.
Jumper on over that.
Yeah, the trousers are because I haven't had a pair of chinos in a long time.
How much would you normally spend on a pair of chinos?
I would pay up to 30 quid.
Okay, so this
and
is
these are 30. What are these?
They're £68.
Oh,
the chinos are 68. I did think the jumper's fine. I don't think it's anything special.
No.
I think you've got nicer jumpers.
Okay, so you think maybe I'll just splash out on the trousers and have a nice pair of trousers.
So they're 68, but you would get £10 off because
I'm just going to look in the mirror.
Yeah. So those trousers would be 58, David.
What, just on their own?
Yeah, because they're 68, but you get the £10 off for the thingy fee, the styling fee. So it looks as though David hasn't had quite the success that I've had. I liked 4 items in my box, but one was too itchy. Oh, actually, these jeans are from there as well. My stuff was all much cheaper as well. My stuff was all under £50. David's got
I
2
really
items.
like the jumper.
Oh, okay. Well, if you like it, get it.
I might keep the jumper.
Yeah.
I really like it.
It's nice. It goes lovely with those trousers.
Yeah.
I just think it's you've got better jumpers, but if you're looking for more jumpers, then that's nice.
Yeah, I am looking for, I mean, we're saying that, we're on the way out of jumper weather, aren't we?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not to say you can't wear that in the autumn. It's a lovely autumnal jumper.
That is very true, it is a lovely autumnal
That together, so that jumper is 35 and the chinos are 68. So together that would be over £100, but with the £10 off it would be under £100.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be nice for you to own a nice pair of chinos.
I'm definitely going to get the chinos.
Yeah.
The chinos, cha-ching, but unfortunately I will have to send them back, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's very easy. I sent this back because this had a pull in it and it was very easy.
Yeah, you can help me fill it in a minute. And then
do you want to have a look at how they've styled these things?
Yeah,
So
I'm just gonna take this off.
Okay.
Because I think I'm gonna take these two boys off because I think maybe I will send this back.
I just don't think it's anything special.
Yeah,
the way they've styled it, I mean, it's hardly styling it. They put it with a lighter pair of jeans and a darker pair of jeans. The lighter pair of jeans they put with like some shoe boots, and the darker pair of jeans they've put with some boating shoes. The chinos they've styled in two ways. One way with a jumper that's very similar to the jumper you had on.
Yeah, because I've got.
And then another way with a shirt, like a. Oh, actually,
shirt.
that'll go very nice. These will go very nice with like a denim shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then like a cardigan. The trainers are a definite no-no. They're more than you would spend. If you were to spend that much on a pair of trainers, you want them to like really go with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, like, again, they're nice and they're lovely, and I'm sure.
The shirt they've styled with a lighter pair of jeans and a jacket, like a jacket David already owns, and some like plimsolls, and then also with like a smarter pair of trousers and a blazer and boots. And then the t-shirt they've styled with a pair of shorts and a pair of jeans. Not much styling goes into men's clothes.
Well, to be honest, I think. Do you mean? So, as you say, not much styling?
Like I feel like I could have done like mine. Like they'd styled this with like a pair of light jeans and a different skirt. I know there's limited range for men to wear, but like this styling I could do. Do you feel like it's matched what you've asked for?
Yeah, all but the trainers and the shirt and the t-shirt. Sorry, I think the flannel shirt because the
flannel shirt is something you'd wear.
That is something I'd wear, but
this t-shirt is absolutely gorgeous. If it fit, I might have been trying to convince you to keep it because I think it's really nice to have a nice t-shirt. But I don't think they'll go up to triple XL.
No. As far as I'm aware, they only go up to. I know
it's so soft.
It's crazy how soft that is. But I'm happy with it.
Well, you're only keeping one thing.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like, to be honest, I wasn't that excited about it coming, but now that it's happened, I'm quite excited.
Yeah.
And I'm looking
Would you do it again?
I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
I might do it if I'm just buying them. I might do it next month.
Oh, cool.
If I'm just buying the one item and then just seeing what happens.
So the feedback is keeping these, but too short.
But
need shorter ones. The trainers are too expensive and you'd like a brighter pair, not your style. The t-shirt is lovely but doesn't fit.
No.
If this fit, would you have kept it?
How much was it?
35.
Maybe if I was.
I've never felt such a soft t-shirt.
No, it is beautiful. Maybe because I'm also just getting the chinos, but man, still.
The jumper, what's the feedback? Why aren't you keeping this? You've got many jumpers like it.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm put off because of the fact that we're on the way out of summer.
Jumper season,
We're on the
and the shirt, you've already got something similar as well.
Yeah, like, do you know what? I do want more, but that just hasn't wowed me the way I want it to.
But you haven't been wowed by any of it.
Except for the chinos. I'm very much wowed by the chinos. I think they're lovely. It's a lovely colour.
£68, but because of the £10 styling fee, which he's already paid, you get £10 off your thing.
So 58 quid, I'm not upset with that, like as you said.
Yeah, and like I said, it's nice to own a nice pair of going out trousers rather than just wearing saggy old chinos or
jeans.
Yeah. But these are nicer, posher ones.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So not a roaring success, but he's still very hyped for it.
Cheers.
Cool, okay, well, I suppose I better go back to reading my book then. And so I begin to listen to The Book That Nobody Wanted to Read by Richard Ayoade, narrated by Richard himself, Jarvis Cocker and Lydia Fox. And take this off of my era.
No One Wanted to Read by Richard Ayoade, narrated by Jarvis Cocker, Lydia Fox and Richard Ayoade. Music written and performed by Alex Turner. Music production by Alex Turner and James.
The music is by Alex Turner. Alex Turner from the Arctic Monkeys.
Plosive.
This might be a brilliant one.
body would you most like to have folded back on itself? 2.
Christ, but I'm finding this boring. I'm only 14% in, which to be fair is 6.57 minutes, or 6 minutes and 57 seconds. I've got 43 minutes left. I think I've done the washing. I'm not going to change the bed sheets, I'm going to do those tomorrow. David kindly did the hoovering. So I'm going to sort out my makeup drawer and listen to a little bit more. I mean, I do feel like maybe I should just finish it because it's 43 minutes. But yeah, it's a book told from the perspective of a book, and it's very sort of dry and just not enjoying it, but let's carry on.
Ever so. One of those leaves which, were you to pick it up, would crumble like a stepped on the ground.
Got rid of loads of stuff from me makeup drawer. Loads of old stuff, really dusty it was in there. So just doing a little tidy up in the kitchen. Still don't know what I'm doing for dinner. It's it's not actually as late as I thought. It's 25 past 5. And I was going to make tonight the ultimate ragu tray bake from Flavour by Ottolenghi that my sister bought me. I could maybe make that instead. Oh yeah, maybe I can make this instead. I've got a cabbage. I was just thinking I can't be bothered to go to the shops. So I've got cabbage, I've got garlic, I haven't got any cheese, I've got pasta, I've got cashew nuts, I've got garlic powder, I haven't got a lemon, I've probably got passata, and I haven't got the maple syrup, but I've got something I can sweeten it with. Maybe I'll ask David if he fancies this instead. Yeah, let me go and do. David!
Lauren.
I can't be bothered to go to the shops to buy the stuff for dinner.
No.
How would you feel about having cabbage and ricotta stuffed pasta shells? But it's not pasta shells, it's pasta tubes.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't feel that excited?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
The only thing is we haven't got any cheese and we haven't got any passata. Do you want to go to the shop?
No.
What are we going to do then?
And like, there's absolutely nothing stopping you going to the shop.
I don't really want to go to the shop.
No.
We could have it without without cheese, but I think, to be honest, you'd be a bit upset.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
What's your other option then?
I don't know.
You want to get a takeaway?
To be honest, I'm not really that fussed about having a takeaway.
Oh, okay.
Damn, beans on toast? I don't think we've got any
I
beans.
don't think we've got any beans.
No. Egg on toast?
Got 3 eggs.
Oh, I thought we had eggs. Oh, we
Eggs
had eggs
delivered.
today.
No, I had 3 eggs in an omelette yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So bound me up. No, it hasn't bound me up. Do I want to go to the shop to buy cheese and passata? Have I got passata? I must have something that I can use instead of passata. It's just cheese. The only other thing I do have is tofu. I wonder what I could. I've got some smoked tofu.
Sweet and sour?
We've got enough stuff for sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Otherwise that would be a shame. That would be correct. I mean, I could just go to the shop and get some cheese and we can have this. Cabbage and ricotta stuffed pasta shells. Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Should we walk together?
No, I don't want to go to the queue. Stop trying to make me go to the shop. I don't want to go to the shop.
I suppose I could go... Well, the thing is, I could go and listen to my audiobook, but alas, as a woman walking in the dark, listening to an audiobook isn't the safest thing to do. Maybe I'll just go now. Just can't be bothered. I'm back. I've got cheese. I've got other bits. Sadly, they didn't have any passata. Also about a bag of mini eggs. They didn't have any passata, and they didn't have any ricotta. So I've gone for cottage cheese in place of the ricotta. This will all be fine, I'm sure. This, something I haven't bought for bloody years, a jarred pasta sauce in place of passata, and some cheddar, which is made on Worthy Farm, where Glastonbury is. Oh, and a lemon. So it's 10 to 6. I'll have to ask my husband what sort of time he wants dinner. This looks like it's going to take 45 minutes, apparently. David has decreed that he would like to watch The Bank of Dave tonight, which I'd be quite up for watching. Still can't believe my hair. It feels so weird, doesn't it? But I feel really used to it already. Like, my hairdresser said to me, oh, it suits you so much, like you already feel like it's been your hair forever. And I do feel like that. Yeah, so I know what David wants to do. Might read a little bit. Still haven't finished, and not much reading has been done today, if I'm being honest. But I've got 18 minutes left of the book no one wanted to read. Yawn fest. Not engaged with it at all, but 18 minutes, so I may as well finish it. Would be surprised if it held children's attention. I just realised I've got 180 grams less of tomato passata than I would need. We'll just have to make this happen. Yeah, but be surprised if it held. As if I've got more of an attention span than a child. Started talking about passata. Yeah, not into it, but hey, that's the sort of... So not all the books you read are going to be ones that you like, and normally I would have DNF'd this by now, but it was only 50 minutes long and I've got 18 minutes left. So I continue.
Either here or there, with no plan.
David's playing some sort of fighting game that I don't entirely agree with. What is this fighting game, David?
It's wrestling.
Wrestling. So yeah, I'm going to read for a little bit while David wrestles. Yeah, I'm on page 280. That's twice I've said I think I'm going to finish this. I haven't. I'm really enjoying it though. Very, very good. 7 days in June. Much better than the book no one wanted to read. Oh, Minnie, you're just being so cute, putting your little paws on me. Right, okay. David's going to wrestle. I'm going to read. Then some dinner will be made. Here we go. Dinner time. Put the rest of this audiobook on. Get that done. Eat dinner. Watch Bank of Dave. Eat mini eggs.
Well, if no one takes you down, how will you know what people think?
Well, I've finished it, and let me tell you, didn't do anything for me. Here it is. The book that no one wanted to read. 1 star, 2 star. Not many stars. That's going back. Manage loan. Return early. Didn't do anything for me, which is a shame. The dinner though I think is going to be lovely. Just make sure my cabbage isn't burning and it's just simply steaming along. It's making noise. It's making loads of noise. My pasta's taken so long to reach boiling temp. Quite looking forward to it though. David's just made some garlic bread because the recipe said serve with garlic bread, and I was like, could have bought that at the shops, but didn't because I didn't read it until afterwards. And he said, I've got some brioche buns and we got some butter and garlic, so we'll see how that goes. But whilst I'm waiting for the pasta bake to go, which I don't know how good it's going to be if I'm being honest, but I thought I'd have another little read. Sometimes these reading vlogs extend into the next day. That's what's happened today. She's taken a lansoprazole for her esophagitis. I felt like I'd shortchanged you yesterday with not all that much reading content. And I know I'd promised to read potentially the first chapter of these 2 books and then let you know which one I was going to carry on with. So that's what I'm here to do today. It's Saturday and David's at work for the day, and then he's going out with some friends for drinks tonight with Tom, my cousin Laura's husband Tom, and I've got to pick him up from the train station. I've got a whole day ahead of me. Things that need doing on that day: change the bed sheets, wash the bed sheets. That's pretty much it. I'd like to have a little start on our spare room. I mentioned in a video that we're going to do something with our spare room and make it a little bit more officey for David. So I might go in there this afternoon and have a little go in there. But yeah, I wanted to read the first 2 chapters or bits of these books and let you know which one I'm going to continue with. So that's what I'm here to do now, with a cup of tea. And then 30 minutes time as my tablet's kicked in, breakfast. And we also need to answer the question, would you ever write a book? Why? Money, fame, to prove a former English teacher wrong. We need to read a poem, today's poem, and we need to award me, because I've already done it, with read a new book that is primarily intended for children. I need to be rewarded with that thing, but we're going to start off. So let's have a look at these chapters and see how long they are and if it's worth reading a chapter. So that's the preface. This is Dusk. Okay, that's 10 pages long. That's doable. Let's have a look at the Tale of the Bluebird. That's 15 pages long. Should we read the first sort of chapter of each thing? We'll start with Crossing the Mangrove by Maurice Condé. I'll read you the first line. It's nice too, isn't it? This, by the way, is translated by... It doesn't say translated by on the front cover, does it? Richard Philcox. Here we go. The first line. I'm building up to it. My heart did not tell me, my heart did not tell me. Mademoiselle Leocadie Timothée, a retired elementary school teacher for over 20 years, stood with one hand on her breast, the other rolled into a cone level with her mouth, and went over to her dreams in slow motion, taking herself back to the night the previous week when the pain of her worn-out body, together with the barking of Leo's dog next door and the lowing of his cows tied up in the savannah next to her house, had kept her awake until 4 in the morning, the hour when the pale and timid light of dawn had already stolen noiselessly below her louvred windows. That's beautiful, isn't it? Well, there we go. I've read the first chapter of Crossing the Mangrove. It was fine. I haven't read it and thought, oh, I definitely want to know more that's going on. We start with the death of a man, Francis, who nobody seemed to like, but everybody is coming together to mourn his death because they were fond of his family and extended family. It talks about Francis's arrival and the sort of beginnings of why people don't really like him. I think the writing is fine. The whole thing is fine. So whether or not I want to continue with a book that's fine to see if it improves. It's only a short little thing. It's like 160 something pages. 170 pages. But we'll give Tale of the Bluebird a go. I suppose I need a bookmark for this as well, don't I? Which is also similarly shorter. Oh, don't imagine if it's 170 as well. You won't believe it. It's 170 pages as well. So both of these books are 170 pages. This one has got much bigger font, but we're not here to talk about the font. We're here to read the first chapter. I'll go and get a bookmark in a minute, but let me read the first sentence to you. Oh, it's a short sentence and I read a long one, so I'll read the first 3 sentences. The birds have never stopped singing. If you look, you will see what happens. That whatever happens, the birds will sing their song. In my grandfather's time, the forest was thick and higher. We didn't have to go far to kill a hog. Interesting. Right. I haven't even finished the first chapter of these. Both of these are fine. Like, fine. But I'm not after fine books at the moment. I'm after I've had a really good reading year so far. And I don't know that these are going to deliver on the things that I want. So I'm just going to be a big brave girl and return them both to the library because they're just not for me at the moment. However, there are 2 books over there that I'm well excited about that I've got out from the library. And I want to start one of those. So let me go and get them. And then maybe we'll read those and decide which ones we want to read and see if they're better than these. But yeah, these are just fine. Like, I don't want just fine. I want blow me socks off. And these both maybe seem a bit similar, but I'll give it a go. So I've got The Library of the Dead by T.L. Hutchu. Let's go for this. Roper dropped out of school to become a ghost talker, and they sure do love to talk. Now she speaks to Edinburgh's dead, carrying messages to those they've left behind. A girl's got to earn a living, and it seems harmless enough. Until that is, the dead whisper that someone's bewitching children, leaving them husks empty of joy and strength. It's on Roper's patch, so she feels honour bound to investigate, but what she learns will rock her world. Roper will diagnose with death, not part of her life plan, so she calls on Zimbabwean magic and Scottish pragmatism to hunt down clues. And although underground Edinburgh hides a wealth of dark secrets, she also discovers an occult library, a magical mentor and some unexpected allies. Yet as shadows lengthen, will the hunter become the hunted? So yeah, set in Edinburgh, maybe it's got the word library. That was what was making me think, or sort of like dark academia vibes, maybe from the word library. Ghosts. Maybe similar front cover, that's also making me think, and this is similar to Babel by R.F. Kuang. An arcane history. An act of translation is always an act of betrayal. Oxford 1836, the city of dreaming spies. It is the centre of all knowledge and progress of the world, and at its heart is Babel, Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institution of Translation, the tower from which all the power of the empire flows. Orphaned in Canton and brought to England by a mysterious guardian, Robin Swift thought Babel a paradise until it became a prison. But how can a student stand up against an empire? So yeah, maybe not super similar, but similar vibes. So let's see how long the first chapters are, and we'll give the first chapters a go, shall we? 8 pages in the Library of Dead. This just feels beautiful. Oh, Babel's first chapter's long. 15 pages. So let's start with the Library of the Dead. And maybe these will be more exciting to me than the last 2. I'm really not supposed to be doing this, but a girl's got to get paid, so here we go. It's been a long day. Well, that's more like it. I very much enjoyed the first chapter of The Library of the Dead. The tone was hilarious. Like, we're dealing with, I think she's unnamed. Yeah, so we're dealing with an unnamed sort of ghost chatter. And she's gone to this couple, the McGregors, and they don't seem very happy with her. She's a bit of a goth. But the ghost sounds quite frightening, and the there is a term for this, isn't it? A ghost talker. She's talking to him very sort of casually and just being like, all right, are you done? Are you done? Let's just get on with this. And I quite like the conversational tone of it. So yeah, much more what I was after. But let's go on with Babel and see how we get on. This one's first chapter is a lot longer. And then I suppose I better get the sheets in the wash. Oh, actually, there's a little, I think, like I said, this is just a beautiful thing. It's got a gorgeous map of Oxford. An even more gorgeous map of Babel, set over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 floors. It's got an author's note. Let's read the first line of chapter 1. And then I'll go back and read the author's note. Chapter 1. By the time Professor Richard Lovell found his way through Canton's narrow alleys to the faded address in his diary, the boy was the only one in the house left alive. Bloody hell, that's a good first line, isn't it? Right, now let me read the author's note. Well, that was brilliant. I very, very much enjoyed the first chapter of that. This is the book that I will be continuing with. The biggest book. It's a big old book, actually. It's over 500 pages long. So I imagine I'll be spending some time with this, but very much enjoying it so far. Very much indeed. We've met, he starts off as an unnamed Chinese boy from Canton whose family have died, and Professor Lovell comes along and heals him with like a silver bar which makes him able to taste something really sweet in his mouth, and then he feels slightly better afterwards. He can speak English because he's had a sort of teacher with him, a Miss Betty, who we then find out has been paid by Professor Lovell to go and be with him and to learn English. And then they set sail on a boat back to London, and yeah, with this unnamed Chinese boy who's now picked his own name and will be known as Robin Swift. And it already translation is sort of coming into the book. We found, so Robin does a bit of translating at the dock for a Chinese man who's trying to gain passage on this ship, and the guy, the security guy, whoever it is, doesn't want to let him on because he said last time he had someone from China on his ship, everybody got lice, and Robin has to make the decision whether or not to pass that on as the translator, which is unkind and unfair, or whether or not just to say you can't get on the ship, and he decides to go with sort of like the kinder route of not telling him the actual reason. And we're also finding out that Professor Lovell does a lot of his translating when he's in transit on ships. Very much enjoying it, very enjoyable, and I can really see myself getting into this. So there, decided. So it took 4 books, but I've decided what book to read next. This was also very good, and I will pick this up. I'm going to probably maybe read this next, but hopefully I'll get around to it this month. probably maybe read it next. Hopefully I'll get around to it this month. So yeah, so now the rest of the plan for the day is change my sheets, put the sheets on wash. I've only got one fitted white sheet that fits my bed now, so on the day that I wash it I have to make sure it's dry so I can put it straight back on. Read another chapter, daytime bath, because that's height of luxury, lovely way to treat myself. Another chapter, lunch, another chapter. I'm going to my sister's for dinner. I will wrap up everything before I go to my sister's for dinner, and answer the question, read a poem, get myself my little prize, and yeah, that's the day. So let's go and change the sheets, listen to a little bit more of the Archers. Or my sister's messaged me now. Apparently it's Chinese food today. Very nice. Oh, lovely. I'm thinking of doing these, but with a little non-chicken one for you. Speedy egg fried rice, miso chicken with aubergine, spring onions and chilli, without the chicken. Easy Thai noodle salad. Oh, God. They sound well good. Yum.
She came up to me just when I dropped Mum off. Apparently, Jennifer had been diagnosed with a heart condition back in November.
Well, I'm so pleased I started reading Babel. Period knickers. God, they just take forever to dry, don't they? I am absolutely loving it. I'm like almost 70 pages in. I've just been sat, I ate my lunch, didn't film any of me eating my lunch. My lunch was lovely, it was leftover pasta from yesterday. Just now putting the washing out. Gonna have a daytime bath and read a little bit more. But yeah, it's so good and so, like, I'm really gripped by it, and I'm really invested in both Robin and his friend who he's met at university, Ramy. I assume Ramy. It's R-A-M-Y. I think Rami would maybe have been R-A-M-I, like Rami Malek. So we'll stick with Ramy. David's towel's got otters on it, isn't it cute? So yeah, we'll continue to read. I'm also still listening to Period Knickers, still not dry. They just take forever, don't they? I normally dry them like this and then turn them inside out and dry them for the rest of the time the other way round. I've got myself to a point now with my period knickers that I've got enough to do me a whole period. I bought 5 at the beginning of last year, and combined with the 4 pairs that I already had, that seems to do the trick, so long as I can get them washed. I mean, I've washed 5 pairs here, get them dry in time. Yeah, so I've got another pair to wear today, but hopefully these ones will be dry by tonight. Yeah, so very much enjoying it, very much enjoying it. It's just so big, it's such a big chunky hardback book. I really like those sort of like floppy big paperback books you get at airports, and I wish I had it in that. But I'm never at an airport, never. We are planning on going to Ireland at some point this year, so maybe I'll be in a big floppy paperback place at some point there. But yeah, that's that. Having a lovely day though. Yeah, that's done too. So let's get these sheets out, and I'll continue to listen to, oh, did I say that? I'm carrying on with the audiobook of The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana, which I'm really liking. It's very cute. It's cute, but still sort of like adult. There's swearing in it and sort of adult themes. Excuse me, just getting the sheets. Like I said, I've only got one white bed sheet now, so double sheet, I mean. So I have to have that dry by tonight, otherwise we will not be on it. Although it's already getting bits of mini fluff. We're trying to keep all of our bed sheets clean, like as in not fluffed or pulled by mini. God, that smells lovely. So yeah, I need that to be dry by tonight, and then we're going to put on our brushed cotton bed sheets, because we think that might be the last time that we can use them until it gets colder later on in the year. So I tend to keep sheets on for about 2 weeks, especially in the winter when it's not. This looks like it won't dry, it will dry. That will dry in a day. Yeah, especially in the winter when there's not as much sweating going on. I try and keep it so that we wash them every 2 weeks, and I think in 2 weeks time it might be a little bit more mild. But yeah, brush cotton sheets are definitely for cooler times, aren't they? We when we got our new bed, I'm just chatting as I'm putting the washing out. When we got our new bed, we bought a new duvet. That's what we got with our wedding money. And we got a king size, we got a double bed, but we got a king size duvet, which is lovely and means that there's lots more, and it's so warm and cozy. But it also means that all of our bed sheets, which we had, which were double bed sheets, we couldn't fit the duvet in them anymore, so we've had to buy, so we bought 2 sets. This nice cotton, sort of like this tufted pattern on, which is very unlike us. We like sort of bright coloured ones and things. And the brushed cotton moon one. Asda I'd recommend for bedding, guys. But yesterday, I'm really into gingham at the moment. And yesterday I saw that there's, well, a number of gingham sets on Asda at the moment for £21 for a king size, which is amazing. Although now I'm thinking, did I buy double? No, I'm sure I bought a king size. Anyway, I got it in the pink, and all of the pillows are like ruffly. All the pillowcases are all ruffly. They had it in yellow as well, and I was going to buy it in yellow too, but my sister was here and she said, you don't need it in both colours. So I've got it in pink, so that'll be a nice spring one. So I'll put that on come the spring. Missing a pillowcase. I think it's in this duvet case. Oh, there it is. So yeah. That's that, and then I'll have a bath and do a little bit more reading in the bath, I think. Make myself a nice cuppa. Bye. There we go. I think we're going to have to close the... This is just a permanent fixture in my lounge. I think we're going to have to end the vlog there for today. You're pretty far away, aren't you? Come close to me. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, I think we're going to end the vlog there for today. My sister's just texted and said that my niece is really excited to see me, and I've told them I'll be around there within the hour. So I need to finish up. Maybe edit, maybe not edit, maybe... My niece actually really likes helping me edit. She likes pressing spacebar and the backwards button. So I could take it around there and do that. But anyway, we've got to the end of the vlog and I will now be wrapping it up. Love Babel. So into it. Page 96. Really, really, really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. So the question was, would you ever write a book? Why? Money, fame, to prove a former English teacher wrong? The answer to this for me is no. I just don't think I ever would write a book. I don't have many... I'm a big reader, you might have got from being on this channel. But I've never had any desires to write any books. And when I have done a little bit of writing, because I've sort of felt like I had to, I've always found it a bit cringe. I don't know if that's something you have to get past as an author. But yeah, I've never had any desire. So the desire that isn't there for me is probably the main reason. For the money, well, I mean, I've watched a video of Lena's recently where it shows that authors don't get paid all that much at all. For the fame, I ain't interested in fame. To prove a former English teacher wrong. I think my former English teachers all had massive belief in me, so I don't have to prove anyone wrong. So the answer to that is no, but would love to hear your answers down below. Would you ever write a book? Why? Money, fame, to prove a former English teacher wrong. First part done. Then we're going to move on to my little reading challenge prize for today. So what I did yesterday was read a new book that is primarily intended for children. This is a very flat little envelope. So I read and didn't enjoy, which is sometimes the case, the book that no one wanted to read by Richard Ayoade. I listened to it on audio, and it's very new because it only came out this year. So here we go. This feels like it could be stickers or something. It is stickers. Oh my god, they're the cutest stickers ever. They are cute stickers. Right, okay, they are stickers, plants, bookshelves, a little cat. Look how cute they are. I love stickers. So does my niece, so I need to use those before she gets around. Right, I'm going to put one on. I'm going to put this ginger cat because it reminds me of my old cat Tigger. I'm going to put it on my what I've read so far this year, this month. Aw, that's made me really pleased. There she is. Little sticker on there, so that's that. And then lastly, the poem for today. So as I said, we started, I need to put those with the rest of my prizes. We started this vlog on the 3rd, but we are now on the 4th of February. Keep meaning to remind myself I need to buy the spring one of these. The 4th of February. What are the two options for the poem? So, All That Is Gold Does Not Glitter by J.R.R. Tolkien. And There Was an Old Lady by Anonymous. There was an old lady that swallowed a fly. Do you remember that? I'm going to read that. It's quite long, so settle in, guys, but you might just enjoy it. Here we go. There Was an Old Lady by Anonymous. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a cat. Imagine that, to swallow a cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. Realise I keep looking at the camera saying perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a dog. What a hog to swallow a dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a goat. Just opened her throat to swallow a goat. She swallowed the goat to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a cow. I don't know how she swallowed a cow. She swallowed the cow to catch the goat. She swallowed the goat to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course. There we go. So hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. Hope you enjoy my new hair. I'm very much getting used to it, but very into it. And I'll see you all again soon for another booktube video. My next few booktube videos, I'm going to have long hair in, so it's going to be a bit like... But yeah, we can just adapt, can't we?